What is this tank? It's called the ASTRON Rex.
Roll, support medium tank.
So this is this year's like variant of the T-77 that was last year's Footlocker tank.
Footlockers.
But this time it's not footlockers, it's starters.
Yes.
Not loot boxes.
Nope.
They're not loot boxes. Don't get confused here.
Wargaming have not given us any of these boxes to open for you guys, which is the first time they've done that in at least a couple of years. Well, since they started giving them out. And we believe that they are doing that because last year's Waffenträger boxes, they kind of sucked. They were terrible. But they are actually starting to drop, what do you call them, drop chances for these types of tanks?
Yes, Wargaming have actually gone out with the probability chance of you getting the particular drops inside these starters.
So if you buy a loot box, you either get the tank or you don't get the tank.
Ah, so it's a 50-50
so
chance.
It is a 50-50 chance each time you open a box to get the ASTRON Rex, because you either get it or you don't get it.
Oh, maths. Quick maths, everybody.
50-50.
You will also be able to get the tank guaranteed for 60 starters.
Which is like amazing. One of the key complaints we've always had with the Christmas boxes is that they always put like a couple of rarities that you can only get through the boxes, you know, loot box exclusive types of tanks. And we've always been saying like these boxes would be like so freaking cool if you could just get the tank outside the box. It's like guaranteed. Like you can just pay a straight up fee and get the tanks. But so far you haven't been able to do that. But this is the first time in World of Tanks history where you can get a loot box exclusive tank almost for a straight up fee. You could, you know, buy one box, open it, be extremely lucky and get the tank. But if you just want the damn tank and nothing else, if you buy 60 starters, you can exchange those for the tank. That is like a huge leap in the right direction. It still aids with boxes and shit.
Yeah, it's unfortunately still a bit of gambling because these starters are still banned in Belgium, which has anti-gambling policies or laws in there. Do remember that if you don't get the tank now, they will most likely sell the tank again in the future. Let's talk about the tank.
The tank itself, because we actually got the tank a couple of days ahead of time. I have tried it a couple of games in randoms and a couple of games in frontline.
The first thing, why is the Astron in all caps?
That is a huge selling point. You are playing a tank in all caps.
So the main selling point of this tank is that it has got a 5-round autoloader, because obviously we need more autoloaders in this 15-0 freaking shitstorm of a game. Every shell deals 320 damage, so that means you will deal 1600 damage per magazine. Yeah, on a tier 8 medium fast tank. Two main downsides though. The main one is that it's got a very low standard pen of 190, but then if you tap the 2 key with spam premium rounds, you have 250, which is gonna go through most of whatever you are able to face in this vehicle.
Yeah, it's very similar to the Barask. Like, if you fire standard rounds, you have to flank people. But if you hit the 2 key, you can basically pen anything in the game if you know how to aim. Main
thing that holds this tank back is penetration if you only fire AP rounds, but if you spam premium, you're gonna do fine, of course. And the second thing is that it's only carrying 30 rounds in total, and that's in total 6 magazines, which is not very much really. Yeah, my first game in this thing was a frontline game, and before I died, I was out of ammo. And it's got a very high intraclip reload, right? The chair furniture was so popular that they made a premium out of it, because I believe the chair furniture has a 4-second intraclip, right? And so does this thing. And if you have 5 rounds, and the first one is already loaded, so that's 4 times 4, which is 16 seconds to unload the mag. And that is a very long time. I mean, it is really good, but it's not like a Barask or a G-Sor or even just a Lorraine that can just peek around the corner and be like, smack, 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 and then fall back. This thing is gonna be like, good day, sir, may you stand still for almost 20 seconds, and hello,
then
my good fellow, do you want to have a chat for a little while? I'm just gonna unload here, unzip the pants. Then we get to the armor. Should we test it out?
Yes, Zwhatsh.
Does it have turret armor like all the other tanks, or...?
By looking at the armor profile, it has like a decent turret and a decent hull, but it has... I was about to say that it's American, what I meant to say is that it's not Russian.
Ah.
So it has a gigantic chimney on the top of the turret. The lower plate is orange with 190. But
Yep.
upper plate is green. The turret is red. Basically everywhere. Okay, there's actually a tiny... There's like a Crown Van Cupola to the right side, but there's like 2 pixels. That's the Russian weak spot. Here's... That's the 1 pixel. That's the Russian weak spot. And
then
we
there's
have
the American
American weak spot. So easy pen.
I'm gonna try
For a
your hull here.
Easy pen. With premium, your low plate and upper plate turns to butter. Your turret goes from red to orange. So, I mean, the armor profile doesn't really change that much. That was an orange marker. Haha! Aim a little higher, Zwhatsh. Aim a little higher. There you go.
Let's try the
You
other
killed the
side.
driver. So the description is correct. The driver is actually in the turret.
The entire crew seems to be in the turret, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you have turret armor and you have gun depression, but with that weak spot, you're not really gonna be able to use it that much.
So you have mentioned here that it seems to take a lot of critical hits. Probably
Yeah,
due
in
to
the few games I played, I was taking crits like all the time.
Mobility, mixed bag, really good traverse speed.
Yeah, the traverse speed is insane. Yeah, I noticed that accelerating and climbing hills was a pain. So at first I was running optics or vents, but I eventually switched for a turbo. So I got Bond Turbo, Bond Directive, and I also got the engine power upgrade in the field mods, and it still feels... I mean, it's not slow, but it feels like it should be a little bit faster in the acceleration department. The standard accuracy kind of sucks, which is why I went for the bounty aiming. This was another slot I was experimenting with. But I felt without it, I just couldn't hit for shit. The gun is not very reliable.
Oh well, should we get the show on the road?
AwesomeEpicGuys, the epic Platoons of justice.
Oh my god. CC matchmaking, Zwhatsh.
Of course.
Let's try and get like all the way like over here. Oh, there we go, here we go.
I'm gonna tell
Okay,
them
peek him,
to...
Zwhatsh, peek him.
Okay.
I hit his cupola for 0.
Oh, wow. Hello, Bison. Bisonte.
Very angry.
Oh, I got some assistance damage.
Oh, finally.
Hello, T20. Having a good day, I see. I'm Russian. I'm gonna kill everybody.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, remember Zwhatsh, like between shells, if you hold down, like, raise your PP, try and block your cupola.
Ah, da. Thank you for tips, comrade.
Ah, very good American tip. Obviously, you only need to apply this strategy with bad tanks like American tank.
Don't need to do that with Russian tanks.
No.
Yeah. The reverse speed is pretty good. I'm going 30 backwards. It's a French tank. Or a Swedish tank.
Oh, Pisante, he's very angry!
He can't push.
Oh, he
so
overpeaked because gotta kill the new tank.
Gotta kill the loot box noobs. I mean the starter noobs.
Oh. Russian tank. I actually got the weak spot on the correct side, so that worked out pretty well.
Have you noticed how good the power to weight ratio is in reverse?
Yes.
They have taken big inspiration from the meta tanks of the game. I've bounced him, how?
Zwhatsh, the Bisonte is peeking my way. Please do your work. Please execute. Order 66.
There. Who shot you?
I can't see the PM. I thought I killed them, but that was the other. There's so many SUs in this game.
Do it now.
Snap. I missed.
He's Russian.
He's aiming for me! What a fucking gamer, Zwhatsh! He just swung his gun around and snapped me because I was a one-shot.
Damn. He's got a brain.
He's got a big brain. I mean, he's wearing the Daki badge. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Zwhatsh, how about we claim the hill in the middle of the map?
Ah, the rare claiming the hill strategy.
What the heck?
Hello, LT.
Whoa.
He can see the cupola and I can't see him.
Yeah.
Nope.
That was a miss. How can this guy just sit there?
How is artillery not murdering him?
Exactly. He's just literally sitting right in the middle of the map. Like, we're sitting here behind cover getting murdered, and he'd be like, Russian light tanks go brrr.
Oh, they have a super Pershing. I'm loading again. I'm just gonna hope that artillery doesn't blind fire me here. That means...
I want to get into a situation where we can just rush a target. Oh.
Oh boy.
Where we could just rush a target, Zwhatsh.
What's the alpha of that thing?
I don't care. Zwhatsh, it is time.
I'm coming.
No, you Zwhatsh.
Oh, he fired.
Yeah, I know. I was just about to say you can stand aside because I'm fully loaded.
Go get him. He fired.
Hello, mod. Me.
Nice.
There you go. Those are the kind of engagements you want, where you can just unload your whole mag. Please, object, shoot someone.
The entire enemy team is gonna be evaporated the moment I arrive.
I'm such a good gamer. I literally ran into a mountain, Zwhatsh.
I do that all the time.
I know.
Oh.
Like, you don't have enough time to unload with this thing. There you go. Ooh.
Come on. Come on. Can I please has damage?
No! It's my damage. Oh, it's the... Oh.
Oh, Edvan, do it. Do it, Edvan. Do it. No regrets.
No! Did not go as planned, Zwhatsh. I'm loading, by the way. Fosh! Overpowered Fosh! Ah, yes. Believe in the Fosh.
Wait, there's a waffle left. Still a waffle in the game. Can I have one round of damage?
Come on, Zwhatsh!
Come on.
He's trying to drown! Ram him! Ram him!
Hey!
Hello there, Zwhatsh.
Hello.
You're all nice and wet today. You're winning from the e-spawn on this map. What a surprise. Yeah, I know, right? It's almost like you get the hill for free and you win the game. That was an ace? What?
I mean, it's probably a lot of like 50-year-old old men who has just bought this tank right now. And be like,
this is going really well.
extremely well.
And we're loading again.
Come on, T-44, peek. You wanna charge in?
No, I am
balls.
not. Balls deep.
I'm going balls deep at
Only got 2 rounds left. Please, Lava. Oh,
Dead.
he's still here.
Hello, LT. You failed to pen me. American bias confirmed.
Ah! Freaking Ensk.
Skoda bounced me because I'm very well armored, of course. I'm gonna ram this Russian light tank. Yes.
You're an old premium tank, Skoda. You're like a couple of weeks old. Go to bed.
Yep. Yeah, a couple of weeks old premium tank. Irrelevant.
Irrelevant tank.
Irrelevant.
You only have 2 rounds. We have 5.
Okay. He's waiting. Waiting for the right opportunity to make our lives miserable. What?
I anticipated they were gonna push through our base, but they didn't. Or maybe there's a CS like right around this corner. Are you a gamer?
Hello there.
Oh my God, Zwhatsh!
Oh boy. If you can,
Okay, I'm just gonna have to take this shot.
we can kind of murder this guy. If I don't get amracked by
Can
the
you
list.
take one of the shells? Do you take one of them?
I'm taking it.
Nice.
Oh, I took it and died.
Well, I thought you were on full health.
No. List
Oh
did
no.
300 damage. Conqueror did 370.
There's another ASTRON. I'm probably gonna die for this. But I don't see that I have much of another choice.
Who fired?
Scorpion.
Prototype fired. You have... Oh, he can't rotate the turret.
Yeah, I know, but there are tanks behind me as well, so when the Scorpion is low, I'm probably dead.
Go forward. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
there he is.
I do get T-77 flashbacks from this tank, because in that tank you either did 0 or did like 6,000 damage.
I would definitely say this thing is better though, because you have a shorter reload, you have more shells, and you're faster.
Yes.
Arguably better
Definitely.
armor as well. But the T-77 obviously has the charm of unloading ultra fast. Like those 3 shells is just bam, bam, bam.
This is like, bam. Give me a second.
Wait
for it. Oh,
wait
bam.
a minute.
Wait. I got a third one coming. Oh, boom.
Ooh,
Got a fourth one as well.
Pog.
Badunk. Oh, final one. Can I get it? No. Is this epic Platoons of Justice live? Yes.
Yes.
Or more like worthless platoons of failing.
Oh my god.
Ready?
This standard is gonna have a bad time.
Those last 2 were blanks. This tank is firing blanks.
My ammo rack is gone. I'm loading for 1 minute.
But that's just 1 minute. That's the average for a tanks game. Don't worry.
It's gonna be fine. It's not like I'm gonna get
I'm gonna
rushed
save
by...
you!
At least he shot him with HE and didn't pen.
I am gonna claim the hill.
I'm still reloading.
God, this thing turns like a freaking motorboat. Like holy shit, this thing turns. I was angling my armor perfectly.
I think I might die trying to get up here.
Yeah, don't do it. I took like 6 shells, but my perfect angling saved me.
I died.
Zwhatsh just told you not to.
Approximately 2 seconds because he's getting killed now. The guy who killed me has got killed.
Isn't that painful?
They do have a...
A German Jagd Panther 2 of Steel and Doom and Destiny.
They didn't have any funny tanks, so the joke wasn't as epic.
No, I know.
They do have some vehicles left on their team.
No. Okay, I guess I can just... There you go.
Like the Jag Panther 2 is like a good version of the Ferdinand. I've
Right.
actually never tried a Jag Panther
I
though.
bought it like 2 years ago when it was on discount, but I still haven't played it because I just haven't... Like, I'm thinking like one day Wargaming will stop spamming events and tanks and I will get the time to just enjoy whatever they feel like. It's just never happening.
Funny joke, Edo.
I know.
Funny joke. Just kill the premium tank already. Oh, instead they removed Jag Panther from Tech Tree. Yeah, it's a collector's tank, but you can still play it. Of course.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Nay!
God
Don't
dang.
jump, kill on! There you go. Okay, Zwhatsh, I'm spinning.
Beyblade.
I'm spinning right round. Oh, okay.
Oh. Epic.
Damn it. That was a decent finish, though.
Yeah, sometimes you do get those mags in, and then you have a pretty good game.
Yeah.
I got exactly 1 mag in, so that's my game.
See, I'm gonna leave the tank like this. No, that at least looks like I'm trying. As always, like when there are new tanks around, we have been wrong so many times in the past. There are so many tanks we have hated at launch that we have loved afterwards, and the other way around. So we're not gonna say this tank is super good, go buy it. We're not gonna say it's trash, don't buy it.
Hopefully the gameplay has shown you what you look for in a tank.
Yeah.
And maybe you can base your opinion on that. But we're gonna give our opinions from our first impressions here. It was surprisingly fun.
Fun factor, shouldn't that be the most important stat of a tank?
I had quite fun playing this tank. Like when I heard 5-round autoloader, I was like, wait, is this gonna be a broken autoloader tank? It's hard to say if it's gonna be broken or not, but it's fun. It's a fun autoloader. I do like that it has a huge weak spot. The enemies can exploit the weak spot, but since your reverse speed is like 30 kph, you can also wiggle your tank very much, so it rewards, you know, skillful play, which I like.
Yeah, if you linger for those 4 seconds multiple times to unload your whole mag, hold down like close combat, you're gonna get wrecked. If you had like a 2 or 3 second intraclip, that would probably be enough to at least fire twice. But 4 seconds, that is enough for people to react, maybe even repair their tracks with their repair kit, swing their turrets around, aim and shoot. Well, in maybe 2 or 3 seconds, that's more questionable. If this thing just had a 3-second intraclip, it would probably be completely different. That extra second really hurts.
But it does give you this kind of dynamic gameplay style, because since the reload is so long between intraclips, you feel like you mostly play it like a one-shot tank, but in some rare cases you can actually whip out the full burst damage of the magazine, which is awesome. You switch between these two roles all the times, which is nice, actually. I guess it's kind of like the Charfutur in that way.
Yeah, the Barask, for example, we thought that thing was like balanced, but a lot of people argue that thing has absolutely broken the game. But I think what kind of breaks the Barask is the burst combined with mobility. This thing also has burst and mobility, but it needs 16 seconds to burst it. Barask is gonna be like, pew pew! You'll be like, what the f was that? You lost half your health and you didn't even see the guy. This thing will be like, hello, would you mind standing still for 16 seconds?
This tank is a very much fair tank. First of all, the turret and the weak spots are extremely fair, but you can still use the hold down meta to some extent because your reverse speed is so high, so you can like wiggle your tank around and dodge the shells.
I believe that very first game we played demonstrated when we were spread out on each ridgeline and we basically took turns, more or less. So like you peeked, you fired 1 or 2, got back, I peeked when they were swinging the third round, back and forth, back and forth. That's the kind of game. You can't just play like a Kronbang, just sit, hold down and just laugh at people. If you do that, you're gonna blow up. But just look at that Cupola! It's like a second turret! I mean, it's still, you know, this problem with fast tanks with autoloaders. I don't like it. I get it that that's what's gonna sell. If this thing was a slow-moving heavy tank with a single-shot gun, no one would care.
I think this is a pretty good addition. It's not gonna break the game, probably. The 100% objective truth about this tank.
Ah, yes.
Use this knowledge very wisely, tankers.
Yep.
And go out there and beat the crap out of your enemies. Buy this tank in the loot boxes right now for only $6.99. And don't forget to play Raid Shadow Legends on the way out.